Hello everyone, I am Birendra Raj Kanikar, Managing Director of House of Raj Kanikar. Today I'm here to talk to you about Inspire Nepal 2016. The bigger objective of this event is obviously to try and contribute to the socio-economic development of the country, but we're really focusing at the micro level. We're focusing on the individual business professionals, development professionals, and organizations or companies. For once, we're not really talking about what government should do. We're not talking about what donor institutions should do. We're not also talking about what business leadership should be doing. That's for another place, another time. We're talking about what the individuals can do, what single organizations can do. And we believe the sum total of those achievements of individuals, professionals and business professionals and development professionals is, in essence, the socio-economic development of the country. How do we do this? We believe one way is networking. Networking is a sharing of knowledge, expertise, and experiences of individuals. Networking is an exercise in combining individual resources for a common goal. We believe networking, or call it interaction, is a way to achieving capacity building. So what's the fuss about networking? Every reality originates and evolves from an idea. And therefore, the importance of the idea. Ideas turn into insights, which may turn into inspiration to actions. I think nobody puts it better than Yuval Harari, who believes, his theory is about that we are separate, or we are different from the animals, other species in this world, because the Homo sapiens' ability to fictionalize and work in large numbers. And this is exactly what networking is all about. We work with ideas and we work with large number of people. And this is what Homo sapiens, what we as people do better than rest of the species in this earth. And this is what we should try and build up. This is what we should try and do better. Live interaction is also a powerful and a complex communication process that determines our attitudes and decisions. I'm not a scientist, but I know little about some neuroscientific studies that proves the dominance of the limbic cortex. This is one part of the three parts of our brain, which basically deals with emotions, trust, loyalty, those kind of things. And basically, interactions basically enhance our ability to communicate those elements for our function, our brain functions. And that is why it is important that we have networking, because it is that element in our brain which basically doesn't deal with language, by the way, takes dominance and basically determines a lot of things that we do. Another aspect of networking that is important that you should know, new businesses, about 80 or 95% of the new businesses fail, depending upon how you define failure. But nevertheless, that's a big chunk of the new trials, new business entries in this world, in any nations. Another example is you look at the human fertilization rate. 200 to 600 million sperms will die before one reaches the egg. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to keep interacting. We need to keep networking, because there will be, as slim as the chances are, there will be one or two that will succeed, which basically goes on to sustain our economy, sustains our society, sustains the business ecosystem. And that is why, even though one or two might fail, even though we may fail again and again, we must try again and again until there are quite a few of those who goes on and basically succeed in what we're trying to do after all. Inspire Nepal 2016 is a state-of-the-art networking platform. The nuts and bolts of this event consist of an exhibition, a series of knowledge sessions, and numerous networking events. We expect and hope that we will have about 500 business and development professionals who will be participating from both public as well as the private sector. It will consist also of an exhibition that will have around 100 exhibitors, focusing on B2B products and services. When I mean B2B products and services, I don't mean commercial products that are going to be resold, but I mean products and services that businesses use themselves. The two highlights of the exhibition is going to be US Pavilion, which will be showcasing US products and services, as well as development projects or products that are being developed by US development agencies in Nepal. And lastly, the other highlight of this exhibition is the AIN Vikas Bazaar. This was a concept first developed by World Bank many years back, and we picked up on that. And this would be a pavilion of various INGOs, NGOs, CSOs, even governments who may want to promote their projects or advocate their events or their projects. So this would be the wonderful platform for that. We'll be hosting about 50 to 60 speakers. Anything from international to local grassroots level, on various topics, on international topics to local topics. To give you an example, we have Dawn Shackelford, who is the director of at the U.S. Trade Representative Office in Washington, D.C. So she will be flying down here for this event and be speaking on the Nepal Trade Preferences Act. On the other hand, we have Birbadur Ghale from Barpak village. I'm sure he has a very interesting story to tell us, and he'll be talking about energy, hydropower, and what his experiences has been with that in his village. The 30 knowledge sessions, or 25 to 30 knowledge sessions that we will be hosting will range anywhere from the agricultural development strategy that the governments and the donors have put together recently for Nepal, to commercial opportunities in social media. And lastly, we've got numerous networking events, from tabletop exhibitions to find your investment partners, to poster sessions to find anyone who may be interested in buying your business. We also have the Pecha Kucha night on innovation. So this would be a 6 minutes, 20 slides basis presentation on various innovations. They may include anything from mobile apps to products, new products, to even management models. We also have socializing events that take place in various restaurants and bars after the conference, so that this would be somewhere around 5:30 to 7, where we have things like My Story series, where we invite people who would like to share their success or their failures, to share them with the participants. We also have the Nepal Returnees Roundup, which is a platform for all the people who've had the courage to come back to Nepal and do business or get involved with development projects. So this platform would be for these like-minded people to come together to share their stories as well as gain strength from one another. We also have things such as Facebook Live and LinkedIn Live. You know, how long are you going to sit behind those monitors and sharing and liking? Here's your chance to come meet them in person. So we have that. It's a national platform. It's a national platform for all those young people that are doing such wonderful things. And even retired people who retired from their business or their career, and they're coming back to give something back to the society. So, and we often hear about them in the newspapers, and then you read them and you say, oh wow, wouldn't it be so great to meet them or get more information about their projects. And as we think about that, we turn the page, and that is the end of the story. So here is a chance, perhaps, of those personalities and projects to come alive. And this is a chance for you to meet them or get to know about those projects much in more depth. So all in all, Inspire Nepal 2016 is a call to those innovators and entrepreneurs who are still in their closets, who are still in their labs, who are still in their incubators. We're asking them, upscale on to the mainstream business, the mainstream development area. We're talking about people to upgrade from sharing and liking on Facebooks and LinkedIn. Come meet them in person, And we're talking about people who are shy of networking, people who might think that networking is kind of manipulative, or it has a sort of a sinister bent to it. Networking is about building relationship. You might want to call it interaction, but that's all it is. And so we're asking people from public sector as well to come and be a part of this networking. We're talking about the social and business elites who may think that these common platforms might be kind of beneath them. Come, and you'll be surprised to learn, or you'll be surprised how wonderful these platforms are and how much you can gain out of them. Come and mingle with the masses. We're also talking about people who are waiting on the sidelines to see who's coming, who's there. It's like going to a New Year's Eve party and you're trying to find out who's there first. We're saying, forget about them. You are as great as you are. Don't let anybody else define how great you are or who you are. So come, jump in the bandwagon, come be a part of this great event. And lastly, this is also a call to people who may be thinking whether this event is going to be successful or not. They want to be a part of a success story. And so what we have to say to them is, it takes you to make this event successful. So come and join hands with us, be a part of this great event and make it successful. So I look forward to see you at this event, which will take place between March 10th to 12th at Rashtriya Savagriha in downtown Kathmandu. So I hope to be there shaking hands with you. Thank you.